Good morning, Periscope. Just gotta flip the camera here. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Good morning, Kato. Is it Jesus? I'm not gonna try to say that last name. Hope you're having a great day. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a great day, having a great week. My name is Nick Nyber. Thanks for joining the broadcast, and also welcome all the replay viewers. So, what I want to go over today is the dream, is keeping the end in mind, is figuring out what you want out of your life. And if you've never heard of me, and if you have never seen any of my broadcasts, welcome. You can find me on Facebook. You can also you've apparently already found me on Twitter and Periscope. And my goal is to share different financial principles, simple call to actions on helping you get better in your finances. Because how my story goes is, at one point in my life, I found myself in a ton of credit card debt, in a ton of auto loans, student loans, all these different loans that I had. I just wasn't happy with my situation. And what I did is I got introduced to some new information, was able to apply that information, and my life has absolutely changed. So the goal of this Periscope is to share that information that I have learned and applied, but also information that I'm learning currently, because the journey of education never stops. And what I want to go over today is, and I'm actually going to start this with a quote. The quote is by Carl Sandburg, and the quote goes something like this: "Nothing first happens without the dream." And now what does that have to do with your finances? It has everything to do with your finances. The reason why it does is because whatever you focus on expands. Whatever you focus on expands. So if someone's focusing on their debt, well, that's only going to expand. So what do you want to improve in your life? I'll just give you a couple examples. Are you driving the car that you want to drive right now? Do you have a car? Are you living in the house that you want to live in, or do you want to live in a different house? Are you spending the time with your family and loved ones as much as you'd like? Are you giving back to causes that are important to you? Are you traveling as much as you like? The life that you're living right now, is it the life that you want to live? Or is there a different life, or do you want to experience more in your life? In the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, amazing book, by the way, one of the first habits is be proactive. And what that is, and I might be getting that term wrong, so don't quote me on that, but what he said is, he said, begin with the end in mind. And what that means is, search for what it is that you want and visit that frequently, because that's where you want to go. Focus on what you're going to, not what you're going through. So, for example, if you want to make a certain amount of money, how much is that? If you want to have a certain amount of money in your savings, how much is that? If you could pick any car and every car was $1, what car would you drive? Is it the same car that you're driving right now? Right? So this can be really fun. At one point, I was told, hey, make a list of 100 things that you want to accomplish out of your life. And if any of you have ever done that, it's not an easy task, but it's definitely fun to do. And maybe, hey, why doesn't that be the call of action today? Why don't you write down 100 things, and if that's too many, just write down 20, right? 20 things that you'd like to have, be, do, or have in the next 5 to 10 years. And write that down and visit that often. One example of what my family and I do is, we would like to move into a larger home, right? So what we do, and this is almost on a weekly basis, probably 75% of the time, is every Sunday when we get done with church, we normally go through an open house. We're looking at different houses. We're walking through different houses. We're visiting different neighborhoods. We're looking at different neighborhoods, different houses, walking through there, not just with my wife and I, but with our kids. And we're seeing what it is that we want, because it's going to happen. because what you focus on expands. So today, just doing a real quick Periscope. Hopefully this is helpful. It's super fun when you can think about the life that you want to live, and I know it can be super tough if someone's struggling financially to think of living a different life, but it's totally possible. You can do it. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it, but it's totally worth it. It's totally worth it getting your finances right, and it's totally worth it chasing after those dreams of what it is that you want, whether it's material possessions, or whether it is something intrinsic, like just earning the respect of someone that you admire. It could be something like that too. You can put that on the list. That's a really good one. So hopefully this was helpful. If you got any questions, any comments, anything that you'd like me to cover, you can always message me on Twitter. You can message me on Facebook. I'm putting different posts on Facebook as well. And if you did find any value out of this, feel free to share on Twitter. Feel free to share on Facebook. Hopefully this message can get out to somebody and help them a little bit, because keeping the end in mind is very, very important. Focus on what you're going to, not on what you're going through. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your week. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.